Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of boys high school soccer. It's a Northwest Suburban Conference showdown as the Cardinals host the Anoka Tornadoes. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, first day of school, a long-time rivalry, and a cool and chilly, windy day to start.
Yeah, no question about it. Anoka comes in here 2-2 record and 0-2 in the conference, and not a typical start for Anoka. Coon Rapids, on the other hand, comes here in a 2-1 record, 2-0 in the conference, really playing well. Did a nice job to get that 1-0 win over Park Center. This is a big test for the Cardinals because Anoka, when all said and done, will be one of the top teams in this section.
And the Cardinals hope that they, too, can be one of those elite programs at the end. And it starts by winning games like this. You have an opponent who has had your number over the last couple of seasons. You catch them when they're down. You have to take advantage.
No question about it. They got to control the time. I think it'd be a big advantage for Coon Rapids to see if they can get on the board first and give it a little bit of a jump here tonight.
Here's a look at your starters. First for the Tornadoes up front. Wyatt Baxley, Ferris Colick, and Blake Perry. Moen, Putt, Sheldro, Amaganji are the midfielders. Sean Neeser, Jalen Alquist, and Ryan Panuski, the defenders, in front of Devin Thompson. For the Cardinals, they have Achi and Ntambwe up front. Begich, Liram, Negrete, Lynch, Tkach are the midfielders. Jared Haida, Ethan Mosier, and Jeremy Ornelas are the defenders. And Andrew LePage will start in goal.
There's Coach Paco. Joe and I had an opportunity to talk to him before the game, and I talked to him earlier. He says, don't let Anoka's record of 2-2 fool you. They are an exceptional team with a lot of speed and some really good defense. And you're going to have to watch Blake Perry all night if you're Anoka. And there's head coach Pete Hayes. 30 seasons, Joe Young, for that man. He is the dean of high school head coaches, and he too knows that Coon Rapids playing a little better this year, and they're looking to see. They know it's going to be a tough one. This is a section game, obviously. Both teams have lost a game in the section, so they will. They're looking to get the advantage here tonight. Either team looking to see if they can get that advantage in the first matchup here between these two squads.
Yes, Coach Hayes telling us before the contest as we were down speaking to him on the sidelines that this will be his final season.
Yes.
His 30th and last coaching at Anoka, and it has been our pleasure to work with him throughout our 20 years here.
No question about it. He's coached hockey and he's coached soccer.
Cardinals with the opening touch. They push it deep into Anoka territory and quickly scooped up.
You look at, we talked about Blake Perry, number 19 for Anoka. He's an all-state forward for the Tornadoes. He already has 5 goals in 3 games.
Gael Tombwe trying to get around the corner. Turned around at the back by Jalen Alquist. Controlled in the middle by Anoka, broken up by Lynch. Lynch waiting for some help. We'll hand it off to Tkach. Tkach finds a little bit of space, trying to lead it to the corner for Liram, but too far. Out of bounds in front of Connor Moen. Moen's throwing, handled by Putt. Taken away. This is Sidney Achi, a long shot attempt, but blocked away by Alquist. Anoka pushing it back out to midfield and to the other end. Cardinals back to defend, turned around by Haida, and Liram on the near side. Taken away by Moen, taken right back by Liram and pushed on for Achi. Achi spinning away from the pressure from Panuski, trying to get it to Begich, attacking on the right wing. He's watched there by Amagaji, who pushes it out of bounds for the Coon Rapids throw-in.
Now this would be a big victory if the Cardinals can come and take away this one on their home field against Anoka. And they're talking about the improvement of the squad, starting with a couple of wins. It would be huge for this program.
Another Cardinal throw in. And what we saw in the opener, the only game the Cardinals have lost thus far, was a team that came out and controlled the ball really well, possessed really well in the opening 10 minutes, but then sat back on their heels for a fair amount the rest of the way and ended up losing a one-goal contest against the Rangers.
LePage doing a good job of making sure he came out to meet the attacker to get that ball. You're going to see Anoka try and pressure in on LePage.
There is a lot of wind out there. It is, for the most part, coming straight toward the camera, so not really benefiting either team. But maybe a slight favor for Anoka, but certainly not much. Free kick from a long ways out here for Lynch. Headed away to the far corner, tracked down over there by Putt and pushed along. Coming back to help out was Baxley. It's out off the Cardinals, and it's a Tornado possession.
I talked to Coach Paco, Joe, and I said, what do you guys need to do to win this game? And mental
long
mistakes.
run to the corner. Blake Perry has speed. One-on-one that side with Mosier, able to get around the corner. Perry out front, knocked down and smothered by LePage.
Well, avoid those mental mistakes, and I think that's something that Coon Rapids is working on, Joe, and trying to play a better game and avoid those errors that they commit, especially at particular times in the game, and they also have to finish when they get those opportunities.
Liram a little too much spin and up into the wind, out of bounds. Going to be hard to play with finesse to the left corner.
Yes.
If you're attacking right to left.
Yeah, it definitely is. You can see when we get a chance to see the flags, you can see the flags right there. It is definitely windy. We'll see if that continues throughout the game, and we have a second game later tonight. The girls will match up.
Pass broken up by Begich. He's tracked down by Amaganji, who gets it pushed ahead near midfield. The stop up by Jasinic and turned around. Ornelas too far for Liram and out right in front of the Coon Rapids bench.
The one thing about they did against Park Center in that win is they just kept at him all game long, and Park Center eventually tired in the second half. He feels that Anoka will not do that, and so they have to make sure that they pressure the Tornadoes all game long.
Tomboy can't keep it in along the sideline for midfield to throw in. Broken up by Haida, cleared away by Mosier. Still loose near midfield. Shell drop. Pushes it back toward the Cardinal end, and it was turned around quickly by Mosier. And shell drop now pressured by Ashi. Will give it back to Panuski. Trying to play it up left side for Perry. Perry trying to get around. Oh, this is Baxley rather out front. A shot and a goal on the sliding kick. Shell drop puts Anoka on the board, up 1-0.
Yeah, it was pretty. Just a nice assist from across the goal mouth. And
it's Ferris Kolick, excuse me.
Ferris Kolick, who has definitely been playing well. It's his third goal of the season. Just a beautiful assist coming across, and he beat LePage there to push it past him for the first tally of the evening. Anoka gets that first goal. We'll see it again. Look at the pass across
Great
the field.
Cross from Baxley, and a sliding redirect from Kolick to put Anoka on the board. LePage got a piece.
He did, but just couldn't grab
it. Could not stop it.
Yep. And now, if you're the Cardinals, you certainly cannot let Anoka get another tally. They know they've got the opportunity and they have the offense to pour it on. They're going to come here, and you're going to see them pressure in on the Coon Rapids end, trying to get this score up. from the 1-0.
Just into the 7th minute, the Tornadoes strike. Tombwe comes back, gets the steal, hands it off for Achi. A headlong run. Tombwe has an angle, trying to cut back. Defense able to recover as Thompson took it off the foot of the Cardinal star.
Well, good potential there for Coon Rapids, but nice job by the Anoka defense coming back and cutting it off. Not letting Gael get a look at the goal.
I thought he had the ankle on the initial run against Panuski, but tried to cut back against the grain, and it was taken away by Thompson. Long pass downfield, broken up by Haida and pushed out of play. Austin Heckman will check in for Anoka. Stain Rogers on the field for the Cardinals. Throw-in goes to the corner, headed away by Mosier. And it's going to be out off the Cardinals. Corner kick, Anoka. Quinn Putt putting the pressure on in the corner, and good opportunity coming up for the Tornadoes.
Difficult situation. We'll see what Anoka can do with the corner here.
They go to the short post. Deflected out front, still loose. A couple of shots blocked. Cleared away momentarily by Mosier. Stopped up far side by Neeser, and he'll play it back to Putt. Putt working his way well upfield, trying to gain some space, but his pass broken up by Rogers. Rogers to Tkach, cross near side, and on it goes off the foot of Ornelas. Rogers at midfield, stops up, double team comes, cuts back between, pass stopped up by Putt. Rogers goes down along with Colick, and now played deep into the Cardinal corner and out for a Cardinal throw-in.
Anoka does such a nice job of setting up their offense down in the Cardinal end. And we've seen it a couple of times on that last corner. They had a really good opportunity, just couldn't strike it the way they wanted.
Putt stops it up off the throw-in, headed by Rogers. Amagaji fanned on it. Rogers pushes it back to the Anoka side of the field, and out of bounds. Alquist will leave it there for Panuski to throw in. Handled by Colick. Backed up against Ornelas. Pass stopped up by Tkach. Rogers tried to sneak a pass through, but that was broken up. Colick can't get it through. Wanted to find Blake Perry in the middle. That one skips away, recovered there by Amingaji. Into the middle, Perry is shot, and it's stopped point blank by Andrew LePage coming out to challenge.
Not sure if that one came off his face, off his head.
He got it on the shoulder. Okay. Yeah, it probably grazed the melon as well.
A little bit
on the way by.
But you have to be so concerned with Blake Perry there. I mean, he can score at any point. We'll see it again as he comes out. Nonetheless, got a piece of it.
Mosier heads it down. Rogers tied up with Amagaji. Plays it upfield. Coming back to it is Tombwe. Gives it up for Begich. Begich trying to find Achi. That was stopped up. Begich stays with it, though. Cleared away momentarily by Alquist and turned around by the Tornadoes. Lynch will play it back for Negrete. Negrete back to Lynch. And back to Negrete right at midfield. Lynch ahead for Begich, trying to touch it along, and now it comes back to him into the middle. Left-footed shot well high and wide, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for Anoka.
The one thing the Cardinals can't do is they can't pressure. They know they're just down by a goal, but they know this is a high-powered offense, but they cannot pressure. They have to set up their offense and look for those good shots. A little bit too much on that one.
Haida can't get it past Perry, attacking. Perry tried to get it through. Colic
He was held.
complaining that he was spun around by Mosier, but will not get the call. Scooped up by LePage, who punts it away. Stopped up on the far side with a header by Heckman. Negret had a touch, goes out off the Cardinals. Heckman waiting, throws. Headed right back out of bounds. No, it'll stay in, and putt is put in place by Tkach. Quick free kick. Colic on the redirect, and Perry nearly had it at the back post, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a corner. So are they saying LePage or another Cardinal must have gotten a piece of it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice save. Tipped it away from Perry, who was right there.
And able to break up the attempt off the corner as well. Tornadoes like to play up tempo. Notice how quickly they play it off their throw-ins, their free kicks. Ahead for Perry, taken away by Negret. Offside Anoka.
I think the great thought he was called for an infraction. Kind of held up his hands like I didn't do anything, and he was correct. He did.
Quinn Putt plays it back near side. Boy, that rode the line a lot longer than I expected it to.
Didn't Steve Martin sing a song about Quinn Putt?
If you got that joke, folks, you're not one of our high school viewers. Good start in this first 15 for Anoka. They have a 1-0 lead, but they have nearly dominated in possession time. They've had a couple of good opportunities. Here's another one coming out as LePage and sliding in front of Perry.
Angelo LePage knows he has to be aggressive in nets tonight because with the way that Anoka can score, he's got to come out and challenge, and he did that time.
Domboy plays it into the corner. It's cleared away out of bounds and out of danger by Jalen Alquist.
Moses Medimba coming in for Coon Rapids.
Hachi plays it back for Ornelas. Pushed out of bounds by Colic. Hachi trying to get around the corner and send it out front, but scooped up by Thompson. Maybe the first time I've had to call his name.
Yeah, relatively easy opportunity for him. You are correct. Not a lot of pressure in on the Tornado netminder.
Well, you can see why Blake Perry is so dangerous. He is very fast, and his team plays it out ahead, and he wins a lot of races.
He does, and he's so good with his feet. Obviously, he can pass well. We saw a couple of opportunities where he looked like he was going to set up a teammate for a goal.
Handle the throw in, he gets it. Just threw it off the backside of Dawson Hans.
I like it.
And then took a quick shot trying to catch LePage napping, but spun it just wide.
You know, his big smile on his face. He knew it was planned, obviously. Now, if he had scored, would his teammate get the assist?
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
In my book.
Off his back.
Negret plays it back near midfield. And a handball is called against Heckman. No, Cardinals called for a foul. Well, I'm 0 for 2 on calling infractions. Hachi trying to get around the corner. Blew a tire, but got it to Madimba. Madimba will give it back to Hachi along the near side. Hachi against Neeser. Pass back to him from Rogers, broken up by Neeser. Played back near midfield where it was slowed up by Wicklund. And now Haida plays it for Rogers. Rogers waiting, tried to slip it to Wicklund as he went by. Wickland's pass taken away and cleared by Panuski. Mosier deep, pressured by Perry. And plays it out of bounds, and it'll be an Anoka throw it.
Anoka does a nice job of clearing the ball out of harm's way quickly, as you saw there. Getting the ball down in the Cardinal end, getting his squad an opportunity to try and set something up offensively, already leading 1-0.
Throw in went right past Dunn, turned around by Haida. Hachi tees it up for Tkach, but his pass didn't have enough on it, and it was turned around by Panuski. Dunn with it along the sidelines, pressured by Wicklund. That one kind of rolled up the leg of Panuski as he tried to play it back into the middle. There's a good boot from Alquist. Into the corner where Perry can challenge Haida. And Haida plays it out of bounds.
Quinn Putt back in the lineup for the Tornadoes.
Begich broke it up momentarily, but Anoka able to put it right back into the middle. Not quite able to get it to Perry. Rogers can't clear as it's knocked down by Amangaji. But it's out off Anoka, and it'll be a Coon Rapids throw-in.
They had a great opportunity to spring Perry, just couldn't get him past. He had a step on the defender, just trying to clear it up ahead of him. Would have come in right in on LePage, but just couldn't get it to him.
Madimba pressuring, able to get the steal, play it back to Tombwe. But Anoka able to come away with it. Neeser, long through ball, stopped up by the header of Ethan Mosier. Wicklund near the sideline, tried to spin around Dunn, but out of bounds. Amangaji into the middle. Mosier overplayed it, trying to get in front of Perry a little bit, but able to recover and at least play it back out of bounds. Perry turning away from the sidelines. And then deflected off Dunn out of bounds. Another Coon Rapids throw-in.
Well, you talked about Perry's quickness again, you know, trying to set himself up for an opportunity. This looked like it was kind of a give and go situation, but didn't happen.
Perry trying to push it for Baxley on the far side. Tangled up there with Negrete. LePage was out to help. That was a good solid check. I don't know if Wyatt Baxley is a hockey player or not.
He should be.
It's a good solid shoulder he put into Jared Heida right there. Lynch pushing it ahead and gives Thompson an opportunity to come out and play it. Heida heads it out of bounds. Sun has come out, obviously.
Yep.
So now LePage, along with the pressure from the Tornadoes, will be staring into the sun. However, Thompson will have that in the second half as the sun gets even lower and more direct. Throw in stopped up by Wickland. Rogers. Now out of bounds off of Colick.
Now, Colick's a good young soccer player, just a freshman. Coach Pete Hayes had a lot of positive things to say about him when I spoke to him earlier. A couple of goals on the season. 3 now. He got the one here tonight, so his 3rd.
Draws the foul there as he's put to the turf by Stain Rogers. Quinn Putt queuing it up. Headed away by Alex Lynch. Madimba trying to settle in the middle and move it along for Tombwe. Tombwe marked closely by Neeser. Those two in a foot race. Tombwe around, gets it back for Rogers, left foot shot, and it's just wide.
Well, the Cardinals' best opportunity of the evening, and Rogers not able to get it on goal, but that was a great job. Defense has to come over to Tombwe. They know what a good offensive player he is, and he was able to get it across to Rogers, and watch Rogers just not able to put it in on net, but a nice pass to Rogers, had to hesitate a second, and it just spins wide left.
Stain Rogers maybe kicking himself a little bit. Devin Thompson breathing a little easier as he saw a great opportunity whistle wide.
Yeah, I didn't have to make a play on the ball, but you're right, though. That was, well, certainly the best opportunity for the Cardinals tonight.
And we talked a lot about Blake Perry. Gael Tombwe, a dangerous player in his own right.
Yeah, no question.
Missed much of last season due to an injury. Cross out front. Haida had a piece of it. Amagaji plays it back across. Putt kind of stepped on it. Touched by Colick. Baxley racing for it. That shot into the wall. Sweetness is back out there.
We never did get a clarification of 34.
I meant to,
we forgot.
And we still have no 34 on the roster.
I like Sweetness. I think that that will be good.
Long shot, and LePage able to scoop it up and take a little bit of the pressure off. Tombwe can't get there in time to keep it in.
Goal kick coming here.
Katoya Calliste. And I love that.
I like that.
Katoya is also going to be lovingly referred to as
Sweetness.
Because, well, it's a great name. It's a great number. Opportunity for Perry, and it's off the post and into the net. And Anoka has a 2-0 lead.
Well, again, just, able to get a piece of it, stop it up, and then shoot for that far corner. That's goal number 6 for Blake Perry. And that puts the Tornadoes up 2-0. Ethan Mosier was a little slow to get up. Seems to be okay. Watch it again here. Just doing a nice job. Plants to the far corner. Gets the post. Just trickles in. We'll take it any way you can get it.
Well, in a solid collision with the larger Jared Haida, but able to spin off it. Good body control from Blake Perry. And he gives the Tornadoes a big lead right here as we're getting to the late stages of the first half.
Yeah, no question about it. A team that is offensively powerful like Anoka can be, you're up 2-0. Cardinals have a little bit of a hole to dig out of. Still plenty of time.
Negrete will push it out of danger as he was pressured by Jaden Dunn along the far side. Moen to throw in for Anoka. And now Putt will come over and take it and bounce it off his back. And illegal throw in there, saying he didn't go all the way over his head. Quinn Putt trying to apparently that's a play they use quite often.
Yeah, they do it. They
didn't
didn't use it well this time, but we saw Blake Perry do a nice job earlier.
Lynch down the sideline. His pass stopped up by Moen. He was trying to get it to Calliste. Calliste comes back to pressure Dunn, who gives it back up to Moen. Moen looking for Rogers. Perry knocked down by Haida. Lynch too far for Calliste. Moen overplayed it. Calliste there for it. Ahead for Tomboy. Cutting back to get around Neeser. And ahead for Begich, who's fresh back on the field. Begich trying to get around the corner on Amaganji. Along the end line, finally lost out. It will be a Coon Rapids corner kick.
Well, here an opportunity for the Cardinals on a corner kick.
Well, the first time we've seen them have good, strong possession deep in the Anoka end.
And certainly that's what they need, trailing 2-0 at this point. This would be an opportunity for Coon Rapids if they can take advantage of this corner kick.
Header by Tomboy will head back out of bounds. And another goal kick for the Tornadoes.
We're under 10 in the half. Thompson just certainly biding his time as his squad has a healthy 2-0 lead.
And then boots it out, aiming for Dave Emmy.
Yeah. Crowd favorite, Dave Emmy.
Blue target right at center field.
As long as it's not a Burlingame. He was in that very position on a very famous video.
Begich, speed to get around Putt into the middle. Tried to feed it back to Tomboy, cleared by Neeser. Colic waits. Stain pressures. Pushed along, and this is Dunn stopping up away from Mosier. Putt ahead for Perry, who was pressured hard by Negrete. Haida near side. Waiting on it is Lennis back, Stain. Rogers back for Lynch. His pass broken up by Neeser.
Achi back in for the Cardinals. And for the Tornadoes, Dawson Hans.
Didn't ask when we asked the pronunciation if there's any relation to the wonderful bakery there in Anoka.
There might be. If so, where are the donuts?
Rogers looking to headman it. Went off of the back of Quinn Putt. Baggage taps it to Lynch. Far side, Callisti has to come back to try and track it down, keep it in bounds in front of Baxley. Stolen away by the Tornadoes, and here's Quinn Putt. Trying to feed it through the defense, but broken up by Mosier. Cowlick recovered. He's tripped up by Begich, and there will be a free kick for the Tornadoes from dead center and 30 yards away from the net.
Yeah, took a hard fall, but seems to be okay. Blake Perry's going to take the shot for Anoka. We'll see it again. There's the trip.
Four-man wall for the Cardinals. Perry. Too much here underneath. Sails it up and over. And a goal kick for the Cardinals. Perry stops this one up, right back in on the attack. Got it to Baxley. Headed back to the near side. Cleared away by Ranellis. It'll get out of bounds for another throw-in.
Again, the Tornadoes, they make things happen. And they give themselves opportunities. And you've seen that here so far in this first half.
Putt had the first touch. Cleared away by Begich, out off of Heckman for Anoka. Achi spinning around, playing it out front, but Anoka playing very conservative on defense. Tomboy steals it away in alone, and he'll just tap it home, and that is what we're talking about. He is an absolutely electrifying player who can make things happen.
How big is that goal? That'd be his 4th goal this season, but how big is that goal for the Cardinals? Able to cut that
I was just saying how many they had back. They had 5 across that line and 1 sweeper, and Gael just pressures at just the right time, gets the steal, and then no chance for Thompson. Thompson came out to challenge and just got caught up, and that cuts the lead to 1. Right off of the linesman. Give Heckman credit, he was just trying to keep it in bounds.
That's right.
He was trying like heck, man. It's terrible. I'm sure he's never heard it, nor has his father. Perry, middle of the field, trying to feed it through to Baxley. Sliding out on top of it is Andrew LePage.
Again, LePage coming out and being aggressive.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Grant waits for it to go out of bounds. Turning with it is Perry. Perry coming in on Haida, goes to his left, stops up, back to his right, back to his left, takes his shot out front. It's tipped home. Colic has his second.
You know, you have to be so concerned about what Blake Perry does, and it takes the defense away, and then he gets that opportunity over to Colic right there, defender not on the goal step, and he's able to put it in for his second goal of the night.
Very quick answer, just over a minute after Tomboy scores.
That was an easy one. Easy one for
Perry. Just freezes
Colic.
all the defenders, finds a lane through, and Colic redirects his second of the game. And once again, the Tornadoes have a 2-goal lead.
Now, just as you're starting to feel good about where you are in this game, Anoka makes him pay and gets that third goal here in the first half.
Cardinals trying to run up the near side, build an attack, lose it out of bounds, and Anoka will turn around again. Putt along the near side, working against Begic. Stops up into the middle. Colic settles to Perry. Turns against Mosier, left-footed shot off the iron of the crossbar.
You watch his feet. His footwork is amazing. You can see why he's all-state. Take a quick shot, but a little bit too much on it.
Putt stops up the goal kick. And here's Perry with it again, defended by Lynch. It's definitely shifty. Changes direction. Negret trying to clear. The Tornadoes pressure again, and boy, they bring a big second wave from the midfield. Get 7 guys in deep attacking.
And that's what they do best. I mean, they know they know the offense, and again, they do a nice job of setting up themselves for good opportunities.
Haida trying to clear, that stopped up. Putt to the back corner, Baxley heads it. Mosier just shields Perry from it so that LePage can take control.
A little rain starting here.
Just gonna say, a couple of raindrops falling, a couple of umbrellas coming out. Big spot on the lens of game cam. It's the way it goes. Welcome to soccer. 90 seconds remaining first half. Anoka up 3-1. Putt pushed down, and the whistle blows against Mosier. Colic with the steal, stopped up by Mosier. Again, this time gets it through to Perry, in alone, shoots and scores. He has his second. This time the assist goes to Ferris Colic.
But you can't let Blake Perry alone like that. He is going to score more times than not. His second goal of the game, 7th of the season, and again, Colic does a nice job of just finding him. Just a quick little soft pass, and then he's going to get behind the defense and able to put it past LePage.
Not at all how the Cardinals had hoped the first half would go, but still a lot of soccer to be played. And they must perform much, much better in the second half.
No question.
To try and dig themselves out of a big hole, and Perry may not be done yet here in the first shot. He's got a hat trick.
Wow.
+1.
Yeah, Coach Paco certainly cannot be happy. Again, you just have to be so careful defensively for Coon Rapids, as they're going to give it to that. It's actually Blake Perry's goal, not Ferris Colic. But again, just the big boot to the back of the net for Blake Perry. And, we can talk about him all evening, why he's all state, but his play speaks for himself.
He's got 3 goals and an assist, and his team has a 5-1 lead as the final seconds tick away here in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come back and see some stats and highlights, and then more from the Cardinal Sports Complex after this. You're watching live boys high school soccer on CTF.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Whoa!
Gear up, guys.
Umbrellas are out, blankets are out, winter coats are on.
It's October weather.
Well, they have not moved too far to the south or north. Or where do they go?
Take a gander.
Where do they go?
They go south. They go south. They go to Miami.
I don't know the Canada geese make it all the way
They
to
go to
Miami,
Gooseberry
but-
Falls.
To Gooseberry Falls. I might believe that.
Fans braving the elements, Joe Yund. Pete Hayes on your left.
Certainly has to be happy with where
Yeah.
his team is sitting right now.
No question. No question. 5-1 lead. Yeah, Cardinals had got that goal at 2-1, and it looked promising. With I think it was about 7 minutes left in the first half, I believe.
Oh, he scored with 5.5 minutes
5.5.
left
Okay.
to make it 2-1. It was still only 3-1 into the final minute.
Yeah, but
And I don't know if Cardinals got a little more sloppy in that final minute or Blake Perry got a little more hungry. But either way, he put 2 into the back of the net and really pushed that lead to where the Cardinals can't really even allow the Tornadoes to have much time in this end. Of course, they're getting extra time here as we're deciding on whether we're throwing in or kicking or who's got it or who's doing what.
well, first they were going to give the ball to Coon Rapids, then give it back to Anoka.
It'll be a free kick, will be handled by Blake Perry. Moen tracking it down for Anoka on the far side, traced by a number of white jerseys. Turns it back to Amagaji. Cross out front. Perry along the near side. Left-footed shot spins wide, not a play.
Perry, I know, would like to have that one back, as he had plenty of net to shoot at, and you can see the big smile on his face, and I knew I had that. That was goal number 4. A little frustration, but can't be too frustrated. He's got a 3-goal night so far,
And he had a nice setup
and an
as well.
assist as well.
Baggage able to carry it all the way down, but that last line of defense able to break things up for Anoka. Turned around by Alquist. Stan Rogers knocked away by Moen. Rogers pokes at it. Moen plays it along, but out of bounds. Be a Coon Rapids throw-in from just the far side of their bench. Gret trying to step around. Perry goes down, but won't get any call. Back the other way end, played back by Thompson, and he boots it away from a charging Gael Tomboy. Liram had a touch. Amaganji able to get it and clear it away for Anoka. Another look at the battle that was going on. And Perry goes down. Achi tried moving it ahead. It'll be out the far side, and it'll be Anoka throwing.
Well, I think for Coon Rapids, they have to play with a lot of energy. They're down by 4 goals, and obviously anybody would hang their head a little bit, but they have to play with energy to get back into this game.
Perry fired it ahead, hoping to break Baxley on a break, but got a little too far in front of him.
On the other hand, we'll see what Anoka has offensively if they want to kind of rest a little bit or continue to apply pressure.
Clearing intent, stopped up and booted back, and a hat trick for Colic.
This LePage came out a little too far, and Colic with a nice job of just putting enough air under it, making him have to hustle back, and just couldn't get there. So Colic with 3, and Perry with 3. All the scoring for Anoka at 6-1.
LePage just didn't clear it far enough. Colic able to loft it up and over. And even though he was backpedaling, and I think as soon as he saw that get stopped, he knew he was in trouble.
Yeah.
Backpedaling, a punch, but not able to get enough of it. And Colic has a hat trick to make it a 6-1 Anoka lead. Baxley looking for Perry, stopped up by Mosier. Putt called for the foul. Putt fires it down to the corner. Mosier able to play it out of bounds. He looked for the foul as Perry was trying to get there to provide pressure. Mosier got tripped up, went down kind of hard, but
the rain has stopped a little here now.
I can see clearly now.
The rain.
This one out the end line, it'll be a corner for Anoka.
Didn't know you could see clearly. Glad you can now.
That the rain is gone?
That the rain is gone. Still pretty overcast. We'll see if that stays that way. Wind's still playing a little havoc.
Perry's kick, putt couldn't get ahead on it. Shot from a ways out, spins wide, and it'll be a goal kick, Coon Rapids. This one's going to come to Steen. Rogers on the right wing. Step for step with him is Moen for Anoka. Stops up, fanned on that a little bit, but able to get it back. That pass blocked. Begich had it, got able to get around Putt. Stay with it. In deep, Achi fanned on it. Long shot out. Was going wide, but scooped up by Thompson.
That Anoka D just not letting Coon Rapids get any kind of good look at the net. They're just doing a good job of bottling him up in front.
Amaganji plays it out ahead of everyone. LePage will come out and scoop it up. Out in front of the Anoka bench, the throw in by Panuski. Out off Negret, another throw in for the Tornadoes near midfield.
Between Jackson Negret is keeping an eye on Blake Perry. He has been. It's been kind of a tug of war with him.
Negret pushing this one forward. Tombway back to play. Trying to move it for Lynch. That's stopped up and turned around by Shildra. Haida for Coon Rapids. His pass off of Gavin Putt and spinning out of bounds. Coon Rapids throw in. A gaggle of substitutions await for the Tornadoes, and they will remain waiting.
Yeah, Cardinals is trying to get some sort of offense, a semblance of offense going here.
Amaganji gets it ahead to Kolick. Putt, his pass broken up by Rogers. Then Putt able to steal it right back. Kolick has it knocked away by Lirum. Tombway trying to get around the corner. Neeser able to slow him down. Tombway still able to get control in the corner, and his cross knocked out of bounds. A corner kick coming up.
You know, these are the kind of opportunities Cardinals will try to take advantage of with the opportunity on a corner kick. And Tombway is the only goal here for Coon Rapids, and the Cardinals also need other guys to step up offensively. You know, opposing teams know that they have to keep a close mark on him, and they know that they take him out of their game, others are going to have to step up.
Alex Lynch headed by Tombway and stopped by Thompson.
Well, not a lot on that header. Thompson with a relatively easy save into some traffic. See him come to step up, ball bounced straight to him.
Yeah, I think it went off of, the header went off of Moen, slowed it down, and then of course off the turf. Coming out is LePage, and he's running too hard as he gets to the ball. Looks like he's going to be able to get up and walk it off. Amaganji, you see him try and stop. I was, and both. It's a concern for both, but I would have thought Amaganji, the way his knees kind of, LePage went into his knees. It's a scary one as well.
Good sportsmanship. You saw him come over and make sure he was okay.
Oh, and
They shook hands.
he immediately popped up, which
Yeah.
was a good sign for
Yep.
him, obviously, and obviously showed some concern. Clearly not intentional. Amaganji able to win the battle there against Lirum. And now a long boot trying to get Perry in behind the defense. Too far and scooped up by LePage.
Well, that's a dangerous opportunity for Anoka. You get that pass downfield, and you get Perry using his speed, getting behind the defense. There's a little holding there. Just let me just grab onto your jersey.
I didn't know if it would be seen. It was kind of a sneaky behind the back hold.
It was Alex Lynch.
It was on Panuski. But yeah, he had a handful of jersey and
kind of sneaking around the back way. And
long boot in will bounce, and LePage will grab hold of it. Both goal scorers were in the vicinity. Blake Perry and Ferris Colic. 3 apiece for the Tornadoes, and they have a 6-1 lead as we're into the 13th minute of this second half.
all those substitutions come in for Anoka that they've been waiting so patiently for.
Now Gael Dorji getting his first action of the game for Anoka, one of the players in.
Now with a 6-1 lead, you get afforded the opportunity to get some players in the contest that may not play as many minutes.
That's Dorji on the ball, keeping it away from Achi. A big swinging miss by Rogers, but it's taken back by Negrete, pushed along. Tomway came back, but Putt gets it to Almquist, and Almquist will send it along. Got past Baxley, stopped up by Negrete. Begich bumped by Putt. Putt able to poke it away from him. Slide tackled nicely away by Negrete. Here's Begich trying to break Lynch on the far side, and he was watched closely by Dorji, who broke it up. Begich back for Lirum, back to Begich at midfield, and here's Jared Haida now. Haida left foot along the left sideline. Dorji marking Lynch well, went to the turf. Lynch ended up with the ball. It's back to Begich now, battling against Putt. Turns upfield between a couple of guys. He's got speed. Tomboy tried a little give and go with him, but didn't quite click. Perry with it along the right sideline, working against Haida. Now cuts back to the middle. Across Dozier, left-footed shot goes wide, not out of bounds.
Again, just creating space for himself. He's so good at it. It's like you with a puck.
In my day.
My day, I could skate circles around him. That's all I could do was skate circles. I mean, just look at the way he creates that opportunity, creates some space, gets an opportunity with a shot.
Haida handles the goal kick. This time, Dunn stops it up for Anoka. Pressured by Begich. Play it near side for Baxley. Taken away by Negrete. Here's Stain Rogers. Push it along. Achi across field. Stopped up and turned around by Heckman and the Tornadoes. Dunn leaves it there for Putt. Putt spins away from Begich. Gets himself a little more space, and now trying to send it through for Perry, and will mistimed with a little too much air under it. Achi stops it up. Stain Rogers, clear attempt, came right back to him. Here's Negrete now along the near sideline. Into the corner. Tomboy attacking against Almquist. Almquist lost his feet. Tomboy comes away with it. Play him into the corner and then fire it off him out of bounds. And get himself a corner kick.
Yeah, that was a smart play. Get an opportunity to get some space.
Didn't panic. Good, smart play, as you mentioned. Smart and talented. Header by Mosier, and it's handled by Thompson.
Had just enough air under it. Thompson able to reach up and grab it.
Trying to get it back to Tombwe, and
yeah, he steps right in front of him.
A little too much. Gavin Putt's pass skips away from Dunn, taken over by Liram. Ornelas taps it back for Begic, who spins around Putt. Begic trying to get around Almquist. A shot, a goal! And the Cardinals have cut into the lead.
Well, Begic has used his speed to get around the defender and then able to get that nice angle to the far corner to score goal number 2.
Well, and
for
Elmer
Coon Rapids.
Begic has been impressive in the games that we've seen. Had 2 assists in the Forest Lake loss, and just really good with the ball, deceptive speed, and that's what broke him free there. He spun away from Gavin Putt, the Anoka captain, and then Almquist got caught standing flat-footed a little bit. Begic goes to the left, shoots and scores. First step to scoring a goal, Howie Shapiro?
Get it in the back of the net.
Shoot the ball. Can't
get a
you
goal if you
can't
don't
score
shoot
if
it.
you don't shoot.
That's true.
Here's a chance for Perry, and that one bobbled but then handled by LePage.
Kind of a weak offering from Perry.
Heckman leaves it there, and now played ahead by Dorji down into the corner. Long run for Ornelas, trailed by Dunn, and he just taps it out of bounds. Red's in the house. He don't need no umbrella.
No, he's
He's got some popcorn.
Let's have some popcorn. Enjoy it. I saw him at the football game. He said he was going to be here today because he knew Joe would be here.
He was going to be here regardless.
But it was extra. It was extra good because Joe Yend is here.
Perry is shot, and that's deflected up and out of play. And it'll be a corner kick from the near side.
Anoka taking their time. 4-goal lead. They don't have to hurry anything along.
Perry plays it toward the back corner. Neeser the header. Putt went up with a couple of Cardinals. Haida able to clear it away. And skips off of Panuski and out of bounds just in front of the Anoka bench. We're going to see Jasinek coming back in for Coon Rapids and Sheldrop back on the field for the Tornadoes. Achi trying to work around the corner against Panuski and does. And did not at all get the angle he wanted, and it's off the side of his foot out of bounds for a goal kick.
Well, he did a nice job of stepping up in front of and getting past the defender, but not, as you mentioned, not the kind of angle he wanted.
Thompson's boot knocked down by Liram at midfield. Lynch crossing out front, too far in front of Achi. Tracked down in the corner by Tombwe. Neeser pokes it out. It'll be another corner for the Cardinals.
A good job by Neeser defensively, just stepping up, clearing the ball. Get an opportunity to set up, but it'll give, as you mentioned, give the corner kick opportunity to Coon Rapids.
Lynch wanted the redirect, did not get the angle he wanted. And it'll be a goal kick for Anoka.
A little more than halfway through the second half. 6-2 lead for the Tornadoes.
Liram can't control along the far sideline. In the middle, shell drop, long boot back to the near side, long run for Hans. Negret will tap it out of danger. Kolick back to Perry. Perry to the middle of the field. Turns, shoots with the left foot, blocked right back to him. Perry in the middle of, I mean, he draws the attention of 4 or 5 defenders. Dunn can't get his shot through. Liram will force it further away. Turned around there by Sheldrop, but he had his pocket picked by Sidney Achi. Long boot. Running onto it is Tombwe. Tombwe trying to get around the corner, poked out of bounds out the end line by Neeser.
Another corner kick for the Cardinals. He'll coach.
It's a category they're winning.
Yeah, no question. Coach Hayes talked about what they needed to do. He's got to be pretty happy. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Not as happy as Dave Hemby.
No, he's out of the rain.
Cardinals scored. I'm not sure who got the header on it. And there were a lot of Tornadoes holding their hands up. I wasn't sure, but it looks like Gael Tombwe has his second of the game and has cut it to a 6-3 score.
Second of the game, 5th of the season for Tombwe. We'll see if we can take another look at it.
Oh, he did a little back kick on it.
A little back kick got it in the corner.
Finished it off.
Yep. Good for him.
Steen Rogers may or may not have. I think he got the head on it. Hard to tell, and I lost track of it after the header on the play as it happened because I'm not young and my eyesight is
not what it used to be.
In my day.
The old gray mare, she ain't what they used to be, but she ain't what she used to be.
So 6-3 now. This one spins out of bounds. Cardinals also have more goal kicks than the Tornadoes, unofficially.
Of course.
Amagaji, Moen, Baxley, and Putt are all back on the field for the Tornadoes. Pete's forgetting which team he's coaching, sending out line changes.
That's worked for him.
Called for the power play once.
Called for icing a couple of times. Or would they call it fielding?
So did they're giving him another chance? Didn't he just spin that out of bounds?
It looked like it to me.
Maybe the Cardinals touched it. This one headed and goes wide off the head of Neeser.
Good thought there, just couldn't redirect it the way he wanted.
Since they got 2 corners there, they now lead that category. So goal kicks the only category on the unofficial score sheet.
Still 15
favoring
minutes
the home
left.
team.
Still 15 minutes left.
Plenty of game. Jasinek boots it ahead. Almquist stops it up. Liram got a hip on it and got it to Achi. Achi into the corner. Tombwe runs over there, watched by Neeser. Cross is headed away by Almquist out of bounds. Another corner kick for the Cardinals. It's all even.
It's all even up.
All even. 5 apiece.
It's a nail biter.
5 aside in the corner kick contest. But if the Cardinals could capitalize again here, that's a different ball game than it was when it was 6-1.
No question. Able to cut that lead in half. Coach Hayes has to get off the bench now.
Jasinek plays it to the back post. Tomboy couldn't quite get up to it, and Mosier can't keep it up all along the back line. So another goal kick for Anoka. And you mentioned before about Coon or Anoka taking their time, and they may take even more time now as their lead has shrunk just a bit. The things we do here.
Three dorks in a booth.
The fun we have. Dave's coming on headset for the first half of the girls.
Actually,
I'm going to go down.
Dave's going to do play-by-play. Yeah, he'll do the play-by-play.
And
you're going to go down and have some popcorn.
I'm going to sit and have popcorn, and then
I'll sit and you'll come do color.
No, then I'm going to go do camera, and Brandon will do color for the second half of the girls' game.
Perfect.
No, wait, I don't want
to. You already said it. It's too late.
All
Can't
right.
take it back.
I do like being behind the camera still. Just don't know if it's raining. I deals off.
Deals off. There's a caveat involved.
Negrete and Baxley a little tangled up there. The whistle blows. It favors the Cardinals. Sun trying to poke out
a little bit.
Did you see the Anoka girls soccer team warming up in the background? Their contest coming up next
on CTN.
Tornadoes 1-1-1. Cardinals coming off their first win. Here's Begich again using that speed, the good ball handling, and the shiftiness to get through the defense, but then unfortunately unable to get it to someone to finish with room. Here's Achi in the middle. Achi trying to slip between a couple of defenders. Panuski breaks it up. Rogers keeping it away from Moen. Plays it back for Lynch. Lynch turning away from Putt. Back to Mosier. Back to Lynch. One touch to Jasinek. Long shot, and it's high and wide.
Cardinals trying to get that pressure going. Trailing by 3, 11:40 remaining in this contest. In regulation time.
Amagaji can't keep it in along the far side. Liram, the throw in for Begich. Tips it past Putt where Achi can run into it. Chasing with him is Panuski. Out of bounds to the Tornadoes. Putt steps into the middle. He fanned on the clear attempt. Played out near midfield by Almquist. Haida turns it around for Liram, trying to get around Amaganji. Cowlick came back and got tangled up and draws the foul.
See where the foul happened. What could happen?
That's where it was called.
Right.
Tomboy double teamed, can't get through. Neeser able to clear. Tomboy called for the foul on the slide tackle. Pretty relaxed visiting team bench.
Yeah, I'd say so, with a 3-goal lead under 10 minutes remaining. Tornadoes looking to go about 500.
This one played in where LePage can scoop it up. Tomboy trying to start some trouble, but you got to hand it to Anoka. They get good numbers back, and there are always a lot of jerseys. They outnumber the Cardinals in that defending third, and makes it very tough to score goals, especially when you're down big.
Well, Coach Hayes had talked about his defense and really feeling that they've played really well so far this season.
Rogers with it at midfield. Chasing him down is Baxley. Pressures the pass far side. Tracked down. Amaganji able to get to it in front of Lynch, who plays it out of bounds. Cardinal throw it. Long boot, scooped up again by LePage.
Clock is ticking away from Coon Rapids. 7:30 remaining, down by 3.
Well, that's why Gael tried to get the ball over for the goal kick as quickly as possible. He wants the ball in play. He knows that every second that ticks off the clock while the ball's out of bounds takes away that much hope from the Cardinal comeback. Jansenik stops it up in the middle, left-footed shot right on the mark, and Thompson makes the save.
Thompson a little busier in the second half than he was in the first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my stats are not even close to being accurate. I just noticed that would have meant that was Thompson's first save. I'm not saying he's got 15 or 20, but I think he's got more than one. He might. I'm going to give him 2 with that one.
Very nice of you.
Try and be fair. Here goes Begic again. Once he turns the corner, he builds speed so quickly. Here's Gael Tombwe trying to push it ahead for Liram, broken up by Amaganji and played back to where Blake Perry can get to it. Tracked down by Lynch. Sheldrop plays it back far side and broken up by Haida, and there's going to be a foul. It's Kolick. He kind of grabbed onto the jersey of Haida as he went down, and the rain's back. Sun's out, but
sun shower.
Have you ever seen it rain?
I see a rainbow
coming down on a sunny day. Very, very pleasant rainbow.
Yes, it is.
I believe it ends right at my house.
Yeah.
How convenient. A double rainbow even.
Pretty.
Pretty.
It's so pretty. Look at the nice colors.
Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Oh, uh-oh. Here's Perry in alone again. He's got his 4th.
Yeah, again, you certainly can't afford to let a mistake go, and Perry makes it happen. And fourth
Beautiful
goal,
little give
ninth.
and go, and as soon as he made the pass, the defender's head turned, and you knew there was trouble in close like that. 2 of his 4 have come on similar finishes off of give and goes. You get him in alone on the goaltender.
Yeah, it doesn't need much. Just able to slip it past LePage, and a nice slide. So he has 9 goals in almost 5 games.
Baxley picking up his 2nd assist of the game on goal number 7. Four for Blake Perry, the senior all-star, and 3 for their freshman forward, Ferris Kolick. He's got an assist as well, does Kolick. As does Perry, so Perry's got 4 goals and an assist, factored into 5 of the 7. It's a nice night.
Yeah, not bad.
Free kick to the back corner. Kolick tries to settle, taken away by Jasinic, and pushed ahead. Georgie plays it back near side. Rogers along the sideline for the Cardinals. Too far in front of him, taken away by Panuski, who will play it out of bounds and out of danger.
Yeah, smart play by Panuski just to clear it away and let his team reset. Going to have some wholesale substitutions for Coon Rapids. Sweetness back in.
Moise Madimba is in along with Tajon Simmons-Mensah. Katoya Kalisti,
I like that.
AKA Sweetness. And I didn't see there was a 4th. I didn't see who the 4th was. Come on, Shapiro, you're supposed to be on this.
He had a like a jersey over his jersey.
Yeah, but
I didn't see him take it off, so I did not see the number.
You're fired.
Thank you. Again.
Again. Thank you.
Moen and Ganji is back in for the Tornadoes with under 2 minutes remaining. They're going to move to 3-2. Cardinals are going to drop to 2-2.
And this is one that that may sting a little bit in the morning. You know, not only do you lose to a heated rival in the conference, but the way in which they have lost this evening is certainly one that'll probably stick with them.
No question. And and you take these kind of losses early in the season, hopefully you learn from them and you grow from them.
Down to the final minute of the contest. Anoka the 7-3 lead. Collick's pass headed away by Wicklund. Simmons-Mensah called for the infraction. Baxley stops up, had it stripped away by Medimba. Medimba trying to get around Moen. Gets it back from Baxley.
It's going to wrap it up, Joe.
That was it. It was Andrew Findlay
There it is.
attacking on the far wing. He was the last of that last substitution. But the buzzer sounds and ends the game. Anoka, a big win, 7-3 the final. We'll take a break. Be back to wrap things up after this. So after a slow start, the Tornadoes are catching fire. Their third straight win here, and they do it in impressive fashion. 2 hat tricks in a game is very rare, but we got to see it here tonight. Ferris Collick, the freshman, completing his hat trick early in the second half. Coon Rapids able to come back and get a couple back. Elmir Begic scoring about midway through, and then off of the corner kick, a good finish on the mule kick by Gael Tomway, his second of the game. Then Blake Perry puts his 4th in of the contest and celebrates in style, as he should. He had 4 goals and an assist. Help his team to a handy victory.
And you can see a little better offensive game from Coon Rapids in that second half, but the Tornadoes did such a nice job of controlling it. You look at Blake Perry and Collick and those 2 players who offensively led the way for the Tornadoes. But Blake Perry in specific, he's an all-state player, and you can see why. 4 goals on the night, 9 through 5 games, and he's a good player. Cardinals will regroup. They travel, Joe, to Armstrong. I got a little bit of a road trip coming up, and they'll regroup and start things over.
And we will regroup and start over with the girls' game against Anoka, which will be coming up next. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the stadium, it's Anoka 7, Coon Rapids 3. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.